Bonjour everyone, welcome to another diecast showcase. Today I thought I'd do a little appreciation video combined with a diecast showcase. One of I believe in the last 15 years, one of the most iconic sports cars that was released, and a continuation in a line of legendary cars, especially if we're talking about lovers of JDM products. So we're talking about, as you can probably guess from what we have in front of us right now, the Nissan GTR, latest iteration of the model. So we're talking about the R35 generation. So I thought I'd show some of my favorite pieces in my collection, which is, fairly substantial, I believe, in regards to different GTR models that have been released by several manufacturers. So without further ado, let's start with what's right in front of us. So on the left, you can see the first mold or casting release of the Hot Wheels R35 GTR. This is one that I picked up off the pegs when it was released. So R35 GTR in pearl white. Personally, I believe white is the best color for a GTR. So there you go. And on the right side, the revised casting, which would be depicting the 2011 Plus model, so facelifted. And this is specifically the 50th anniversary model, or Nissan's 50th anniversary. This is the mainline version. There's also a super version of this, which is one of the most interesting supers that I believe was released, just in the sense that the two color combinations, this mainline, which is white with the red center stripe, is offset by the super, which is the Bayside blue with the white stripe, which is actually most iconic livery, I believe, for that specific release. In the middle, we have a RMZ City pullback version, give or take 136, 138 scale, dark blue, same facelifted model that would be depicted by the right side loose mainline Hot Wheels 164 version, or thereabout. Now if you get into some of the more some more additions to the lineup that we're going to be checking out tonight. First and foremost, I'm going to show you one of my favorite short cars that I have in the collection. This is the Tanner Fox Guaczilla. So basically the same cast as the white one that we see right here, but in a white with a black fade livery. Roof also has the black fade on there, as you can see. We have the black hood, which would be carbon fiber on the real version. We've got some lack of rear tampos, unfortunately, as opposed to the other version, which actually does have the rear tampos. But really cool color scheme. Really like this one. Especially in short car version, which is for North America something a little bit different. So definitely happy to have this one. And again, it's an icon in the car culture, I believe, tuning culture. Very cool. Front tampos are all there as well, so definitely a nice little addition. We'll move on to the two more recent releases, which would be first and foremost the first release of the Liberty Walk Kit R35, so the LB Silhouette Works GT Nissan 35 GTR version 2, which is probably one of the longest names that almost does a whole bubble of the card here. Love this version because first and foremost, it's a real livery of one of the several GTRs fitted with this kit. You do a Google image search, you won't find it right away, but if you search deep enough, you will definitely find this livery. And you know, for me, these cars that are based on real cars are always the winner. So you can see it's a 2012 model year, as is depicted by the 12 number on the door there. You got the LBWK script on there. Very nice, very nice blue. You know, kind of inspired by the Nagaro blue, or you know, all kinds of different blues. Basically, full tampos front and rear. This is a full 4 tampo pass car, which is definitely admirable. You've got the you know, great details basically. Black wheels. Spoilers a little bit thick as you'd normally expect, but at the end of the day, don't forget these are, well, or at least used to be, dollar cars, and they are meant to be toys first and foremost. So you know, if it was a very thin wing, probably it would be broken off. Other livery that I really love of this car is this one right here, which is a I believe second to last release. This was just released in white. Well, just release for certain markets. It's been released for a little bit. For us, I've yet to find it, but I don't think I'll pick it up anyways because I'm cutting down, as mentioned several times before, on color variations. This is actually a SEMA car. If we're talking about the actual livery, same kit, different livery. Unfortunately, I was kind of disappointed picking it up because, as you can see, there's a big difference here. Hence, lack of rear tampo. And the worst thing is, if you look at the tops, neither of the tops are detailed on these, but you know, at least you still get the front livery or the front tampos on both of these cars. So very cool. You know, again, had to pick it up because it's a real car. So same car, different livery. You know, Liberty Walk is a staple pretty much at this point in the Hot Wheels lineup, and happy that this kit was actually released, or mock-up of this kit on a 1/64 scale for something that costs under $15-20. You know, very nice. Next up, I'm going to show you one of my favorite series in the Hot Wheels main lineup, which would be the Then and Now series. So the Then and Now series, basically, as collectors will know, maybe newer collectors may not know, but hey, I'm here to educate at the end of the day. We're talking about a series that shows a newer release model, such as example this 2017 GTR, and it is always amalgamated, normally a case apart, with an older version of that same car, as you can see here. So we've got here the Mary GTR in yellow, with a matching 17 GTR R35. So I really love these because, well, first and foremost, this is an iconic casting. I'll go quickly through it because it's not the subject of the showcase, but you know, the Mary GTR personally is my favorite GTR, and probably the rarest GTR ever released. So really like this. And the 2017 version that you can see here is basically the modern equivalent. So they go really well together, obviously, because they're meant to go really well together. And I like the fact that this specific series, this specific set, basically, or duo, or however you want to call it, the pair, basically has different wheels, different tampos, but at the same time, same inspiration, basically. So we've got the bright yellow gloss paint. You've got the tampos on the top of the GTR, whereas they're on the side on the Mary. Both of them have really great rear tampos. A little bit hard to see, but there you go. There's a better view. Front tampos on the R35. No front tampos on the Mary, but hey, all good. All good. 3 tampo passes out of 4 ain't that bad. Again, three passes on the GTR because they decided to do the top as opposed to the sides. So thank you, Hot Wheels, for that, or Mattel. Definitely appreciated. And I was extremely excited also that when they released this, they decided to do a color variation on the following two cases, which would be the gray here. So it's a nice metallic dark gray, not a cement gray or anything like that, you know, a primer gray or however you want to call it. It is metallic, and they decided to flip up the wheels. So we've got no lip on this one, no chrome / red chrome. We've got the 10 spokes on the bottom, lace on the top, same tampo work, but different color overall. I find these are even better. You'll notice that the Ken Mary has a black front end as opposed to a gray one on the previous pair that I just showed. Again, same really cool tampo work on the back on both. Really like that. GTR badges are all there. Just definitely a great addition. I just was very excited, you know, to hunt for these, try and find these case after case on the pegs. You know, I'm a Skyline fanatic / enthusiast / however you want to call it, basically, and a Nissan nut. So there you go. Very, very cool stuff. Cool pairs to have. Next up, let's fall into something. These are cars that I've shown in previous showcases, but since we're doing a GTR appreciation thread for the showcase for the GTR specifically, decided to pull out a couple of cars that I've already shown in the past, but I thought merited a second look. So we're gonna go from Hot Wheels to Majorette. Starting off with the street version of the R35 GTR by Majorette. This is out of the Premium Car Series. We've got the opening doors. And we've also got those really cool twin 6-spoke wheels in black. So very nice rendition. Front end is very well done. A nice orange pearl paint. You got some lens lights on here. These look like real riders, but they're actually plastic wheels. And the rear end, very well done. Tampos for the GTR badge on the back, very well done if we're talking about scale, and better done than the Hot Wheels versions. But again, these are much more expensive cars, as you would probably know, especially if you're in Europe, and even if you're in the US. Majorette seems, from what I can see from other videos, to be a little bit more prevalent on the pegs in the US, so I'm happy about that. So you know, a little bit of European flair hitting your shelves. Happy for you guys. And of course, Majorette does an excellent GT3 version as well. So a Nismo GT3 version of that same GTR, same opening doors. In this case, we got the same wheels. We got the classic white, favorite color for the GTR. You'll obviously notice that the wing is much more visible. You'll also notice that the bodywork is much more aggressive on this one. You've got the classic Nismo little red detailing on the bottom, barely visible here. Hopefully you can make it out a little bit, but yep, you got a little power stripe there. You've got some hood pins going on the hood, the vented hood. So and of course the quick latch filler necks for the you know, very quick refueling during pit stops. So very, very cool little piece. These do come with a collector card, as you can see, but they're not the top of the line Majorettes that come with collector boxes though. So definitely a very cool little piece. I mean, these in Canada are about $9-10 a piece before tax, so they're kind of pricey, but at the end of the day, I find the bang for the buck is pretty good, especially that the moving parts are very well executed, honestly. So moving on to something that's going to be a little bit different if we're talking about branding as well as quality. We're going to go into some Greenlight. Greenlight has been releasing GTR R35 casts for a little bit. This is the first one I've picked up. I picked up quite a while ago. We're talking about GTR 2016 model and this really cool pastel yellow, which is actually what got me to buy this model. We're talking about a color that I'm not used to seeing on a GTR. So I've got really, really nice painted features on the back with very like almost spectra flame colored rear lights. Nicely detailed exhaust. Badging is really accurate and nicely put down to scale. Side vents are well painted in, side repetitors as well, and you've got some lens headlights on there. See, the vents are really well done. So very cool little model. We're talking about a metal base, metal body, rubber tired car, so much more of a premium feel on these. Unfortunately no side mirrors, but you know what, Majorette does have kind of like a little knack on that one. It's the only ones that I have that actually have rear view mirrors, if we kind of like exclude the pullback. But definitely a very cool variation in a color that's really unusual. And not too ancient find here. I've shown this in my Hot Pursuit showcase, police car showcase. Stockholm, so Swedish police car. Same exact cast, same exact wheels, but with that livery, I mean, it looks so good. You got the black wing, which is kind of reminiscent of the V-Spec release. We never got the V-Spec in Canada. I don't believe you guys got it in the US either, or but definitely very cool. Same kind of details, you know, I won't go through the same rhetoric again, but look at that. Very nice looking car. I do have the CHP version as well, the California Highway Patrol version, but that I'm actually gonna let go of eventually when a trade or a sale comes up to fruition. And last of the green lights I want to show you is one of my favorite liveries, and probably crowd favorite overall if you're a JDM fan. Falcon livery R35, same cast once more, same wheels, but now you can see the wheel details a little bit better. Falcon livery, this is out of the Hobby Shop Series 2, so it's getting up in age, you know. Several series have come out since, and it does come with that really cool nifty little race car driver with the matching suit. Always good to have that as an accessory, especially it's pretty much the same price as a Hot Pursuit, $1 more than the Tokyo Torque. Same details, but just like really cool livery in that dark blue and teal. You know, the racing driver has the Falcon livery on his onesie right there, which is always good. And very curious to see. In this series, we had a bunch of cool cars still. You know, we had the Jeep Wrangler, an old Ford pickup, Volkswagen panel van, always winning, you know, obviously, the GTR that we're looking at right now, a Type 2 crew cab Volks T1, as well as a T2, sorry, and another Jeep Wrangler, basically, with a little customs livery. So pretty cool little release. We're gonna finish off this little showcase here by a very much prized piece of my collection, and pretty much the only one that I have of this brand. Talking about the Mini GT Pink Pig liveried GTR, again with a Liberty Walk kit. Now this thing comes with a collector box. It's a Miho exclusive, limited to 3,600 pieces, TSM model, which is, by the way, the brand. If ever you've seen my little car show videos, you'll probably notice the mat that I use. It is a TSM product as well. This thing is on another level. Actually surprised because I didn't pay what you'd normally pay right now for this model. Picked this up at Nice Car Collection, which is a hobby store here in Quebec that is pretty prevalent on model cars, and I actually paid about $14 Canadian before tax for this, which is a really, really good price, at least in my humble opinion. So, I mean, look at these details. Livery's beautiful. Yeah, it's the only Mini GT I actually have in my collection. So, it's got to be a Nissan. So hopefully you enjoyed this little GTR appreciation showcase. If you did, don't hesitate to leave a thumbs up, comment your feedback, and of course, subscribe if you want to be notified of future updates. Let me know which of these was your favorite. I'm guessing most people will probably say the Liberty Walk Mini GT, but you know, gotta show appreciation for the more economical or lower scale models as well. And until the next video, I wish you an excellent evening, and thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Enjoy your weekend, stay safe.